Our history at Canada is actually pretty good. Won every race here except for the first season, which we didn't have the car for, so. So we've got the history on our side. Okay. Uh-oh.
A little bit of an electrical problem at the moment. We're working on it now, so don't worry. We're going to get you out there as soon as possible.
Just give my setup another look over. Yeah, not much pace from Calderon, actually. Relativistically speaking, she's not bringing the pace. A Q1 grip is always kind of awkward. I always overstep and then find that I have more grip later. Yeah, we're going too slow through there. It should be good enough. But then again, I don't really... Yeah, we're really 4/10 behind, and it was a scruffy lap. I don't want to run more times than I have to, so... Calderon, medium tires. The lifespan of these is 46. they drop time so fast. I think we have to try to get a medium time in. They're awkward to start on, but this is one of those situations where the soft tire just doesn't have legs. I would go fast probably in the first couple laps of the race and then be fending off faster cars with mediums that are in better shape. Yeah, even with our wear advantage, I wouldn't. We'll put the soft tire up against them. Mistake there, but a little bit smaller one. It's kind of unfortunate because the softs feel really good, but they just don't last. I suppose in some respects I'm not really thinking about how much time the AI might be losing. Very close. Very, very close. That's just the Q2 time. It's not the end all be all Q3. Oh wow, we have quite a few sets of softs here. Okay. This needs to be completely mistake-free. And knowing me, it probably won't be. Yeah, very wide. Just kind of got all awkward and on the line there. I think there's much we could actually do about that. It's all about corner prep. Smashing. Yeah. Oh, time's actually dropped.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Williams, Hamilton, and Alexander Albon. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Okay. Advance. So we have a dry start and then a wet transition. Probably from inter to wet. So we're going to be racing in a whole bunch of different conditions. We're going to go from a track that has grip to a track that does not. Got a mouse here. I just realized that one of the LEDs on it is dead. So I'm hoping that SteelSeries will deal with that for me. Or, you know, help me get a new one. Or whatever needs to happen. You spend $100 on a mouse, you don't want to have like issues like that. Although I can buy one for like $80 now, but that's still a lot of money for a mouse to have an LED issue. I think it's defective. I think it's just always been like that, and I haven't noticed it until now. But yeah.
Welcome to the Ile Notre Dame once again for what promises to be another incredible Canadian Grand Prix at a fiercely competitive circuit, where pole position can often be decided by less than 1/10 of a second. We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles an hour here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions. And watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and the final chicane. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Let's talk about Williams. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
They've been avoiding mistakes and have had solid pace, so it's been a good season so far, but whether they can keep that up long-term remains to be seen.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Williams lines up on pole position, and Alexander Albon lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas.
Good qualifying for Red Bull, actually.
And Hamilton. They've taken a grid penalty. Gasly, Ricciardo, Verstappen, and Esteban Ocon. Kvyat, Sainz, Kevin Magnussen, and Calderon. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Giovinazzi, Stroll, George Russell, and Nicholas Latifi. De Vries, Alesi, Norris, and Nobuharu Matsushita. Which of these talented drivers...
Yeah, this was probably not the race for Calderon to take penalties. Our qualifying position was kind of iffy too. So our tire wear factor is about 79-80% in the dry and 89-90% in the wet. So we have an advantage both ways, just a little bit less so in the wet.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
We will probably not be using the pit strategy that they've put out there.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We'll be nice and warm by the end of the lap. We don't think it's going to stay dry for much longer. The rain could come at any moment. Watch out. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Oh, it's gonna just be right from the onset of the race, it looks like. Botas starting behind on the soft could be a problem for us.
Rain is imminent. Rain is imminent. Be careful out there. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
This is gonna be... Oh, this is gonna be absolutely unreal. Let's just take the differential down now.
Okay, we don't think we're far away from some rain. I'll keep you updated as the conditions change.
Yeah, hopefully we can just get a good launch. But it's going to rain early, so Calderon's window here for trying to get positions probably not going to be so
The
good.
rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Okay. I don't actually like the side we're starting from. Collision with Botas. Is he actually hitting me? I don't really think that's my fault. Yeah, I don't know why the game expects me specifically to go there. The livery did not want to load back in. Not really anything we can do about it now. Can I try to load it from a different... Yeah, there isn't... This game has its issues. Okay, there it is. It's actually in now. Botas actually attacking. Yeah, it's going to be weird for fastest lap. If we can set it early enough and then kind of get the rain to come in here, we could be in pretty good shape for it. I mean, I'd love to get fastest lap, but it won't always be realistic. There's the rain.
This rain is going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least. Dries seem like the best tire for now.
I have DRS, but it's not going to be a factor for very long.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. The forecast suggests this rain is going to keep getting stronger for at least the next 15 minutes.
Rain race, yippee. It's basically a full rain race. Even though we're still technically in dry conditions.
By 10.0 seconds.
Teammate status.
There's static over the radio. Say again.
I'll try to get it up on the straightaway. I just want to know where she is.
Gap to teammate behind is 12.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 14th. The time last lap
They haven't
was
moved.
13.0. Repeat that. There's interference. I think we're still on the right tyres for the time being.
There's me on the microphone so I can do tire status. It seems to struggle with the ambient noise for some reason.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button.
Yeah, lap times are just falling apart.
Okay, even though we're seeing cars struggle in these conditions, if we pit for inters now, we're going to be too slow and we'll burn them out. Make the best of it for the time being.
It is a slow transition.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
I'm starting to find that there's no track grip.
This rain is going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
That was my fault for looking at the strategy.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Never do it in quarters.
3.6 seconds.
In fact, I think it's annoying that they actually offered it there.
Confirmed.
Yeah, I'm just parsing through strategy, and you can't do that in quarter at the same time. They really should have waited until I was on a straightaway to offer me.
We're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change. Okay, I think it might be just about time to come and change these tyres.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Hopefully the game isn't lying to us. Although sometimes they do.
Release, release. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Yeah, it looks bad.
Okay, fitting the wet compound when you next come in.
There goes DRS.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled. Tatiana is coming in for a stop.
Yeah, Verstappen just... The dry tires just don't have grip anymore. That's not a place you normally can overtake. But there's just so much more grip on the inners now. Albon jumped Bottas, that's unexpected. We lost a little bit of time. Our next projected stop is lap 21.
The gap behind us is 1.5 seconds.
Yeah. Being the second car in is just really painful.
Leading our teammate by 18.4 seconds.
Teammate status.
Gap to teammate behind is 18.4 seconds. They're on fresh inters. receive that. Repeat the message. We're leading our teammate by 19.6 seconds. They're on fresh inters. They're in 9th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 22.1. Bottas is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 4.1 seconds. They're on fresh inters. Their tyres are 1 lap old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:23.8.
Oh my god, there's no grip. It's kind of a miracle that I was able to catch that.
Our gap behind is 3.4 seconds.
Kind of weird I could take it flat in the wet, but I can't take it flat now in the intermediate conditions. It's a lot better. Never got any race pace tests on the inners. There, where it might be between wet and dry.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
See if I can save the MJ UK actually. I may not actually need it. You know, I have to watch harsh turns in these conditions.
The gap to the car behind is 5.3 seconds. Bottas behind. The gap behind us is 4.2 seconds. They're on old inters. Their tyres are 4 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 20.4. Bottas is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 4.2 seconds. They're on old inters.
Yeah, their tires are wearing way quicker than ours.
Think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:20.4.
Taking pretty good care of these boots.
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available.
Yeah, we don't want to be using any of those in the rain though. We're not really pulling away. I might need to crank up the ES a little bit.
Gap to teammate behind is 22.6 seconds.
Or crank up the overtake, I mean. I'm at this point just trying to do good laps.
You coping okay in this weather? We're watching the amount of standing water on the road. For now, we think it's safe to stay with the Inter. Our gap behind is 4.8 seconds.
Not exactly a comfortable lead.
Heavy rain to stay a while. Doesn't look like it's moving anytime soon. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Alright, let's turn it up. Yeah, grip ain't going anywhere. Good. Tire status.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Yeah, the gaps are spiking, but I think that's because the overall grip on the track is going down, which is increasing the time differential between like the same distance of lead. Because the average speed is dropping.
The car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form. The gap to the car behind is 7.8 seconds.
Whoops. it's just, it's ugly.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Tire status.
I think we're still on the right tires for the time being. Two laps until the pit window. You'll be on inters for the next stint.
Yeah, the question is, do we want to be? Let's check out the race director. Our lap times haven't changed that much. The thing you gotta watch for is a sharp drop in lap time.
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tire grip around now.
Weather report.
The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be
that
expect a dry track. Inters seem like the fastest tire for now.
That actually eliminates the idea of going on to wet tires.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
We don't have to.
Forecast suggests the rain is going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water.
It looks like we're going to find a gap.
We want to pit this lap, so push now. The gap behind us is 8.7 seconds. We're reaching.
Where did we put this tire on? Lap 8, 13. Okay, it's not. It's not that bad, actually. Get ourselves into the pits. Hopefully I don't end up too close behind Hamilton.
Exit now.
Oh, that was not good.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit
Never mind,
stops.
they're all pitting.
It might be worth thinking about putting a set of full wets on. We've seen a few people change over.
Tire status.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
Tire status.
The tyre situation is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now.
Protest pits in.
The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track. Inters and wets will probably have similar pace at the moment. Tatiana is coming in for a stop. We're leading our teammate by 13.8 seconds.
Tire status.
It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet. Okay, the gap behind is 4.5 seconds.
I assume Hamilton has actually gone in to put the wet tire on. Race director. No? Weather report.
Forecast suggests the rain is going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water. Full wets seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
Oh no. Kind of hoping that changes.
I think it might be just about time to come and change these tires. Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap. Our gap behind is 2.4 seconds.
Weather report.
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving. Full wets seem like the best tyre for now.
Yeah, everyone on inners is dumping the tire.
Full wets seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
I acted on what is probably bad information. They told me the rain was going to clear out, and it's not really doing that.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
My real hope is that this comes back to us.
Gap to the car behind is 15.1 seconds.
That's really what I'm hoping for now.
The rain is getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out.
Just gotta have faith that you're on the right tire to the end. When the track shifts, it's going to be very sudden and very stark.
moment, the car behind us is lapping faster than us by around 1 second per lap.
Yeah, and there's not much we can do about it. Weather report. Okay.
There's static over the radio. Say again. The rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Full wets seem like the best tyre for now.
It does feel like the game is not going to change it over.
The gap behind us is 13.3 seconds.
Alright, we've held steady. The track doesn't get any more favorable to wets from this point on.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta. Repeat that, there's interference. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Tire status.
Tire condition is still looking good.
VSC is bad for bow tests, very, very bad. Prevents him from building a lead.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
It actually extends the race, which is bad for intermediate tires.
Full wets seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
I think it's gonna finish this way, actually.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, the AI is very short-term when it comes to strategy. I'm talking about my own AI strategists, as well as the AI itself. So when you pit can mean everything.
Gap to teammate behind is 20.8 seconds.
It's going to depend on the evolution of track conditions. So the grip really just doesn't seem to be there.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button. We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain. Full wets seem like the best tyre for now.
Yeah, I thought. And I estimated based on what they told me,
Gap behind is 8.2 seconds.
which was 10 to 15 minutes, but then 10 to 15 minutes later, they're saying there's still 10 to 15 minutes. So I was basically given bad information.
This is your final lap of the race. There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
If this had happened like 5 laps before, we'd easily come out on this. But I relied on information and they gave me bad info. Yeah.
Top job, my friend, top job. I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but you've pulled through. Thank you.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and stay out of trouble.
And I
Yeah.
can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today.
I mean, I could have stayed out, but I didn't want to get undercut either.
Mercedes, your race winners today.
And it was pretty split, so a couple of the AI cars gambled and benefited. My pit crew just gave me bad info on how long the rain was going to last.
Here's how things look in the drivers' table. Williams increases their championship lead. Some amazing talents out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Tatiana Calderon gets my vote today.
Let's move on to the constructors. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
I'm just annoyed. Certainly didn't dampen my spirits. That's flashback related.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Yeah. Anyway. When I saw the 3 raindrops all the way to the end, I never believe it, even when my pit crew gives me contrary information, but it's the graphic you see is what the conditions are going to be. It's always, it's never not been accurate. It's basically, but for whatever reason, I believed what my pit crew told me this time. The track never shifted back to inners. We're lucky to hold on a second. And there are 2 trains of thought. You can either switch the tires, like as soon as you realize they're not quickest, which we could have done, but we would have had to have done it quickly. Or we do what we did and stick with what we had. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, it's not really coming out very well. We'll just leave it the way it is. General durability upgrades come in on our engine from our manufacturer, which
Our new parts have been completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
yeah, we're just gonna jump into the next weekend. We're not gonna do it, but yeah. Just want to take a peek at if I'm gonna have to deal with more rain or not. Rain race. France should be too bad with that, but it's rain season. Certainly making the championship more interesting. Mercedes is actually... I wouldn't say they're in the championship fight, but they're not... Bottas is certainly kind of in it if things break a certain way. But yeah, guys, that'll do it for the stream here tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already done so, feel free to follow button one time or sub, like, and share if you're on YouTube. Till next time, take care. Have a great one. We'll be seeing you later on, guys.